Zdravo, kako si? Ja sam Nicole. Thank you for coming to check out my channel. Racism. Let's talk about racism. Is racism here? No, I'm not in Canada. Oh, no, I'm not in the US either. I'm in Serbia. What racism? I haven't experienced it. My kids are darker than I am. They haven't experienced it. And in fact, maybe about 10 Africans I've spoken to, they haven't experienced it either. Let's get into this. I'm feeling a bit under the weather this week, guys, so this video was definitely a little harder to get into, but I didn't want to let everybody down because I've always talked about Mondays is my shooting day. So please excuse this appearance because I am feeling pretty crappy. Okay, racism. When my husband and I met, I'm not gonna lie, I was one of those people stereotyping the Serbian culture and people saying, oh, he's Serbian? He's not gonna like my family. I am half black. I'm Swedish and Jamaican, so I thought. I did Ancestry DNA and it turns out that I'm actually English and Nigerian. So I actually identify just as all of the above because, you know, my whole life I've been Swedish and Jamaican, knowing that my mother was Swedish, my father Jamaican. Comes to find out that I'm majority English and majority Nigerian, 50-50, well, with some Mali and Congo and some England and Scotland. But I still do have Swedish in me, just not as much as I thought I did. Anyways, I'm getting off topic. Okay, I do that a lot. I'm sorry. When my husband and I met, I was certain that it was going to be a big problem with his family. Now, don't get me wrong. They definitely were not happy with moi. However, they wanted him to marry a Serbian girl. I'm a Serbian girl now. They got over it. And they know they're stuck with me and I'm going to be around forever. Anyways, I came on vacation to Serbia in the summer, not knowing anything about Serbia other than what I was told. So I really needed to experience it for myself. I needed to see if I was going to get the looks and the stares when I wear my big hair. I needed to see if I was going to get the looks when my skin got darker. I did get much lighter in color after my fourth child. Each child I had, I got a little lighter. So I know a lot of you are going to say, oh my God, how could you be faced with racism when you're so light? However, that's not the case. When you have a drop of black and if someone's racist, then they actually consider you black and they have an issue with you. I know that most of my Serbs won't understand that because for the most part, I haven't met those racist individuals. I find that the racism culture is a lot more of a Western society issue and probably issues in other countries in Europe. I can't speak for that because I haven't been to anywhere other than Greece. And again, I didn't have problems there either. But what I can tell you is I feel nothing but love here. So one of the struggles though that are real is finding hair products because the hair products are not really meant for my type of hair. While I was like, oh my God, I love this country. We've moved here. I'm like, it's great. And they're not racist. We're not having issues. We go to visit my brother-in-law. And when I'm walking up, I'm like, that's a Jamaican flag on the wall. Painted. Take a look. And then my son sends me another picture of a painted wall that he now took, and he's like, Mom, it's a Jamaican flag painted on the wall. I'm like, I don't remember seeing Jamaican flags painted on the wall in Canada, well, in Ontario. Don't get me wrong, there may have been, but I just don't remember seeing them, and we have quite a large community of Jamaicans. And then I'm looking up, you know, is there any reggae parties? And I found this. There's a culture here, guys. The couple Africans that I did go up to and speak to, they said, you know, nothing but welcoming. One thing that the Serbs do, and it doesn't matter if you're black, white, yellow skin. It doesn't matter where you're from. If they choose to stare, they're going to stare. And they're not going to stare in a way like the Westerns are taught, like, look, and, oh, they're looking, look away. No, they're just going to stare. Now, they're not staring because they actually have a problem, because if you actually talk to them, they're fascinated. They think my hair is gorgeous. They want to touch my hair. They have questions. They think it's unique that I have a family member who was, like, my mother was from here, my father was from here, and mixed together. They say the most beautiful people in the world are people with melanin. So it's not staring out of being rude. It's staring out of fascination, admiration, thinking how beautiful our culture and how beautiful our skin tones and our hair is. One thing they don't know, and I know this is for my Black subscribers and viewers, are going to understand this more than anyone else. They don't understand that don't touch my hair kind of thing. Please excuse my kitty. But they will definitely touch your hair when it's out. They love it. They think it's like a sheep. And they're like, kakalepa, kakalepa. How beautiful. And they like full lips. And they like to be tanned. And you know what? A lot of Serbs are olive skin anyways. But they pick up the sun like crazy. I ran into also a mixed couple. I stopped them in the center of Belgrade and I was like, hey, stop. Oh my God, you're a biracial couple. How is it? And the man said, I will not be leaving Serbia. Like, yes, I now have a wife and child here, but I love this country. And I'm like, so tell me, do you experience racism? Because I'm really fair skinned. So I need to know from a brother to a sister, do you experience racism? And he was like, I haven't yet, just a lot of stares, like I said. So while speaking with some of the Africans that I've met, because there's quite a few Africans that go to school here, I'm like, guys, where do you get your hair products from? Now here's a business for you guys, because I'm not interested in opening this business. But if you're thinking about coming to Serbia and you're like, what am I gonna do here? There's only one person that I have found and others have found that sell product, sell hair, sell wigs, etc. Do-rags. For some of you, that's foreign language. For the ones who know, you know. So there's one person, and there definitely is room for more because that one person is far from where I am. Fun fact for everybody. 2 fun facts, actually. First, did you know the Oxford University did a study and determined that Serbia was the least racist country in the world? Guys, take a minute and let that sink in. The least racist country in the world. For some reason, Canadians, Americans, and what I've been told is the English believe that Serbia is racist. We all have this preconceived notion that it's a racist country for whatever reason. Also, did you know in 1835, the Constitution of Serbia, it said every slave who enters the soil of Serbia at that moment becomes a free man. Guys, let me read that to you again. 1835, Constitution of Serbia, every slave who enters the soil of Serbia at that moment becomes a free man. Again, this country isn't racist. We've got other countries to keep our eyes on. This one is to put your heart on. You're gonna see all this outpour of love if you do come to this country. So if you have this stereotype tucked into the back of your brain like I did, from for whatever reason, from God knows where, I don't even know how I came up with this idea that Serbia was racist. But if it's a thought in your mind, you can let it go. I have met people from Congo, Trinidad, Jamaica, Nigeria. Think that covers all of them because I've met a few that were Trini, a few that were Jamaican. But not one of them had a bad thing to say. One thing they did say, the language is very difficult, as you guys know. Anyways, vidimo se, ciao. Thank you for checking in again. I can't wait to see you guys again. See you next Monday.